Hello everyone, welcome to Offices Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. Okay, today in this particular series, I'm going to take it to the next level. Basically, I think I would say would be the last session for the MCQ series. But what does this last session mean? Just wait for a little time. You'll come to know what are we coming up from Monday onwards. We're going to change a few things there, and then we'll be starting with a brand new and a different series for you where we are going to cover a lot of things. So I think I'll just keep this particular secret going on. You will learn about it in just, I think, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Everything would be sorted up for you. So everything would be available probably tomorrow itself, that what are we coming up, what are the timings, and what is exactly that you need to do when it comes to this examination. So let's talk about the MCQ series, just the last day of quick revision in terms of MCQs, and then things are going to change altogether. And I believe changes are for good. In the beginning, it might be a little here and there trouble, but once the twitching is over, it would be definitely a better thing for you. So let's quickly move on and learn about this MCQ series further. Okay, so what am I covering today? I'll be covering the MCQs from various areas of this particular examination. Okay, here comes the first question. The first question says that the EMI method, the EMI method of repayment is suitable for loans to which of the following types of borrowers? The borrowers which are better in terms of the EMI. EMI means monthly installments there, right? That is something that we look forward towards it. Then it is given in terms of agriculture, term loans to the farmers, loan to the salaried person, loan in case of personal seasonal industries, or the last one is crop loans to farmers. If I talk about A, if I talk about D as well as C, these kind of things are more or less irregular in nature. That means at one point of time they will get a good amount of money. At the other point, there is an uncertainty attached to it. So if there's an uncertainty attached to it, so it's way better that you look forward towards exclusively the salaried employees, because they get money every single month. So since the monthly payments are possible only in B, just because of the certainty of the income, so that's why it is better to look forward towards the loans to the salaried employees. Moving on, the next question, it says, which of the following methods of investment appraisal takes into account the time value of money? Time value of money means the see, the point is, if I look at the entire working, if I invest 1 rupee today, and if I include the compound interest means I get interest on interest as well, right? So when I look into the future, that is my future value, you know, this is called compounding. When I try to go into the future by adding interest on interest and finding the ultimate future value. But what if they have given me the value of the future and now they are asking me, tell me about the value it would have at present? That means eliminate the compounding and interest on that as well. So the entire portion of the compounding effect has to be reduced, and we need to understand that over the period of time the value of money changes. For example, if I talk about the basic part, if I spend 10 rupees today, the value of 10 rupees today is different, and tomorrow it would be entirely different, isn't it? So that is one of the realities, that over the period of time, the value of money changes. So in this case, what would be the answer? The correct answer would be accounting rate of return, internal rate of return, payback period method, or all of the above. In this case, the correct answer is going to be IRR. Accounting rate of return and payback period, these 2 points, A and C, are something which is already there in the syllabus in terms of the basics. That means if I spend 10 rupees, tomorrow I'll get 10 rupees. They are taking no consideration of time value of money. These two are traditional methods. The next method is IRR, internal rate of return. This is the main method that is used. In terms of IRR, they use time value of money because this is the modern techniques which is covered there. Rest two are traditional techniques. right? So moving on to the next point. The next point talks about for the purpose of preparing the cash flow statement, which of the following is considered as an investment activity? Investment activity in terms of the cash flow statement. Cash flow statement is a statement which is covered under AS3, or if I talk about it, it is covered under Ind AS 7 in such a way that it talks about the movement of cash exclusively. The movement of cash in terms of operating. The first point is operating activity. Then we have investing. And the last one is financing. So we have three different types of activities: operating, investing and financing. Operating activity talks about the day-to-day working of the organization. Investing talks about the investment which is made in terms of assets, whatever money we are using to buy or sell assets. And the last one is financing activity. Financing means, in this case, what are we dealing with? Financing means the one in which we, whatever money we are getting from people, be it equity shareholders, be it the debenture holders, or any other person who's giving us any form of debt. So, operating, investing and financing. In terms of this, the correct answer would be buyback of shares. In this case, we are not buying any asset, we are not selling any asset. Redemption of debentures, we are not buying any debenture, we are not buying any share, or we are not selling even. Next is C, manufacture of goods. Now this is a daily basis work for the business. This is the point C. And the last one is disposal of a machinery. This is an asset which is being disposed of or being sold. So in this case, for the purpose of preparing the cash flow statement, the correct answer is going to be disposal of machinery. Okay? So the correct answer is when you are trying to dispose of, or when you are trying to purchase an asset, at that point of time we use this. Okay, moving on to the next point. A company can forfeit the shares already issued in which of the following situations? What is share forfeiture? Share forfeiture is actually a situation where the person says, I will not be able to pay. In terms of the organization, that I will not able to pay for this particular purpose. What do you mean by share forfeiture? The shareholder comes up and says, I have the inability of repayment. I won't be able to pay for the remaining amount of shares. They would have paid partly, and then there is a clear no from their side that following this particular call or the amount that I was supposed to pay, remaining is something I cannot. Then at what point of time the company can forfeit? When the shareholder becomes insolvent, that is, he has an inability, his liabilities are increasing and has fallen short in terms of assets to pay off them. When the company is under liquidation, when the company is dying, we cannot forfeit shares of other people. When company is dying, it is supposed to pay to the shareholders. Then when the shareholder does not pay dues on the share in which he holds, and the shares once issued cannot be forfeited. As such, in today's world, share forfeiture has lost its value because we have demat accounts. You make a one-time payment. You do not make the payments in installments. But when this share forfeiture concept was there, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls. That means, first of all, you pay the first installment, which was called share application. You apply for the shares, and to show your seriousness, you will pay a certain amount of money. And then in the second one, they will give you allotment. That means you have been noted as a person who is of the business. Then third one, which would be related to the area of first call, and then the final call. The person will pay the first one in any case, and maybe he would have fallen short in terms of payment of any of these calls. Once the person says that after this I cannot pay, that is the moment the companies had got the particular opportunity that they could write off the name of the person and say that since this particular person cannot pay the remaining calls, let this share be given to someone else. For that, first of all, we will have to forfeit that share and then reissue it to someone else. Okay? Then comes the next point. That is when a shareholder does not pay dues on the share which he holds. That was the example that I gave to you, right? Okay, now the next point. The next point says repayment of loan results in. If I talk about what would happen if I repay the loan. If I repay the loan, that is the loan is gone and even the cash is gone. Two elements in terms of accounting. Change in both assets and liabilities, change in total assets only, change in total liabilities only, and change in liabilities, but total liabilities remains the same. The liabilities change. The burden we had on us is gone now. That means if I talk about it, I will say liabilities to cash. What's happening? Liabilities can be stated there in such a way that this is the amount that we are paying, right? Liabilities, the burden is gone, but if you're losing the burden, so is cash. So again, you're losing liability, but to get rid of a liability, you had to pay. So that is both of these things. One asset is going down and one liability is going down. So there is a change in both of these things, and I would say there is a loss in liability, decrease of liability, and along with that there is a decrease in an asset as well. Because to pay off, you will have to use cash. So there is a change, or I would say in this case, there is a decrease in a liability and decrease in cash simultaneously. Okay, done everyone? Now moving on to the next point. Which one of the following statements is not correct about the credit default swap? In the case of the credit default swap, a particular person swap is what? In kind of exchange ratio. It's basically something that in exchange of one thing you give the other thing. If a particular person has this credit default swap, which is a kind of derivative, what will happen? It is a bilateral contract, or it provides protection against credit fault. In case there is a fault in terms of credit, the particular person is not able to pay, then what will happen? There's a swap there. Under this project, the risk seller pays a premium to the buyer. Okay, so basically you are transferring that part of risk, and then it is all of the above. In terms of credit default swap, the correct answer is all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Okay, so I think this is where I would end my session. But before I end my session, I hope you would have already noticed that we have come up with our Maha pack discounts. At this point of time, all you need to do is use the code MP80. Okay? Use the code MP80 and get 80% discount on it. First of all, go to adda247.com. In this area, what you need to do is swipe it down a bit. Here you can find JAIIB and CIB. In the JAIIB and CIB area, you have to go onto the area of JAIIB October 2023, and there you can find the Maha packs. Even in terms of Maha packs, we are providing you double validity. Pay for one particular year and you can get it for 2 years. You can pay for 6 months and you will get it for 1 year. Such kind of availability for the JAIIB bankers there, aspirants there. We have JAIIB CIB Ka Maha pack and JAIIB Ka Maha pack. In terms of this, the most important thing is we are launching 2.0. As I think everybody would have seen the event already, but let's talk about it in this area. In terms of this Maha pack, you are getting marathons. Your Maha marathons, mini marathons, regular classes are still going on. Along with that, you also get in the regular batch, you are having multiple things. Let's talk about it. Bilingual English medium batch, both opened up for you. Test series already included. Any MCQ series, revision batch series, anything that we are coming up next. After you have got this particular batch, everything is available for you. That means you don't have to pay even a single more penny in order to get yourself upgraded. Plus, even the batches which have already been done before you joined, all those batches are opened up for you. Along with that, you get ebooks as well. Already a good amount of features were there in Maha pack, but now we have come up with more. We are providing you 5 plus hours of Maha marathons, then 10 plus hours of mini marathons. Then we are also providing you practice papers. And last one is we are coming up with doubt sessions that would be conducted on 2nd and 4th Saturday as well. So that is something where you will have an ample of opportunity, but for that you have to pay 11,577.80, and this is at 80% discount. If you want to get up to 81% of discount, kindly download the app and you can use the code MP80. So all you have to do is use the code MP80 and get this Maha pack with you. And if you feel that you would like to look forward towards something new, then the best thing is you can also look forward to the Officers Adda Maha pack. This Officers Adda Maha pack not only includes JAIIB, not only includes CIIB, but it also includes your bank promotion and even IIBF certification courses. So if you take up this Maha pack, everything that you look forward towards in terms of being a banker there, where you're looking forward towards a great career and an opportunity to learn all those things where you can prepare for all the kinds of examinations where you are eligible to. All those examinations are covered here and up to 2 years of validity. So this particular pack, and you don't have to pay even a single penny for the next 2 years. So whatever you do in terms of promotion, in terms of certification, JIB as well as CIB. So I think this will give you the maximum clarity. Then this is available at 14,399. Again, you don't have to pay. I think this would be oddly less than 1,000 per month again. So if you're looking forward to it, please go ahead and buy it for 14,399.80. So kindly go ahead and check it out and hurry up, because the prices are this particular sale is for a limited period of time. Once it is gone, the price will rise. So it's way better that you purchase it at the right time and go ahead and buy it as early as possible. Thank you. And don't forget to look at our timings and the changes that we are bringing up from the Monday onwards. So that event would be held tomorrow, so kindly be there. And if you haven't liked this particular class, go ahead and like this particular class and subscribe the channel. And if there's any doubt, I think you can write in the comment section. I'll be there to help you. Thank you.